What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new miniseries, Devil in Ohio. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. Let's rock this. Now, even though the embargo lifts on the same night as this show's premiere, but still, Netflix asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler-free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. I'm not gonna lie, there are parts about this show that I kinda somewhat enjoyed. But there are also parts about it that are way too on the nose. I mean, when it comes to mystery, subtlety is not their strong suit. And they also kinda give it away from the beginning. But here's the thing. Devil in Ohio is basically a cross between Rosemary's Baby and Children of the Corn. Those are the two comparative examples that come to mind. So if you are fans of those two classics, you might get a kick out of this show despite its imperfection. Is it scary? No, it's not scary. Now, is it creepy? Yes, definitely creepy. Much of that is thanks to Madeline Arthur's performance as May, who kinda spins back and forth between needy and devious. But the final episode is ultimately the one that fails to get me fully on their side. That whole episode is laughable and poorly executed, not to mention its lame-ass twist reveal that barely makes a dent. So would I file Devil in Ohio under guilty pleasure? Perhaps, but only if there's currently nothing else better to watch. Co-created and showrun by Daria Polatin based on her own book, in Devil in Ohio, when hospital psychiatrist Dr. Suzanne Mathis shelters a mysterious cult escapee, her world is turned upside down as the strange girl's arrival threatens to tear her own family apart. Starring Emily Deschanel, Sam Yeager, Gerardo Velasco, Madeline Arthur, Zaria Dotson, Alicia Newton, and Naomi Tan. Not sure if I have more to add to what I said earlier, but in case you're wondering, there are a total of 8 episodes, each runs about 45 minutes tops. I was a big fan of Bones series for several seasons, so seeing Emily Deschanel play another type of doctor this time, well, you can call it typecast, but I don't think Emily would mind, since she does naturally carry that intelligent persona. So I mentioned her character Suzanne is a psychiatrist, and she's the kind of person with a bleeding heart who would bring home's race. So the first few episodes with May causing rough adjustments in Suzanne's family. It's a little bit of fish out of water, it's a little bit of guess who's coming to dinner. So yeah, much of Devil in Ohio feels like something that we've seen 1,000 times before. The only difference is that May doesn't go on a murder spree like Esther on the Orphan franchise. Obviously, I've never read the book, but the fact that the author is also the showrunner probably means the creative vision on the screen stays pretty close to what she wrote in the book. It's a good thing though that they did not turn this into a movie, because an episodic format like this does allow for the character development to breathe a little. If there's one credit I can give this show is that the pacing is just right and none of it feels rushed. But to my point earlier about it being on the nose, look, stories like Devil in Ohio basically cater to audiences who are still stuck in the satanic panic era. So all of the elements and the imagery featured on this show are the most basic, most commonly used, and most familiar, to the point where I keep finding myself every other minute saying, of course they're going with that. Duh. Devil in Ohio goes to show that the Satanic Temple will always get a bad reputation, no matter how hard they try to reform their brand. But back to the show itself, just to wrap things up, Devil in Ohio is not gonna rock anybody's world, I tell you that much. It's only somewhat mildly entertaining in a CW type of way, but the drama suspense is tepid and the stakes are low, and that final episode just ruins it for me.